sky is tumbling, the walls are crumbling down, and there's another riot in my heart. They started fires, I watch the flames go higher, and there's another riot in my heart. And there's panic on the streets as everybody rushes for the doors. And there's chaos at the docks as everybody pushes for the shore. Just like before, I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. There's a riot in my heart. The towers crumble, the mountains tumble down, and there's another riot in my heart. There's been explosions out on the ocean, and there's another riot in my heart. And there's panic on the streets as everybody rushes for the doors. And there's chaos at the docks as everybody pushes for the shore. Just like before, I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. I don't know if it's gonna be alright. I don't know if I'll be okay. There's a riot in my heart. 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 Mother says that we should stick together. When we're together, everyone lives better lives. Everyone survives. Mother says that we should do much better. We should endeavor to never tell a lie. It's tough enough, alright, but we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Mother says that we should love each other, brother, sister, and every single soul, everyone we know. Mother says that we should help each other to discover new ways of letting go of the pain we hold. But we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Instead we live to hurt and punish all our enemies, pushing pain like pills, and pills are made to deaden me. Everyone is scratching, scrambling, and striving to get by. Fingers pointed, faces, faces we erase from these moments as we race for shallow, hollow victories. Everyone is scratching, scrambling, and striving to get by. It shouldn't be this hard to get by. Mother says, Mother says, Mother says, Mother says that we should love each other, brother, sister, and every single soul, everyone we know. But we know we will never get it right. It's too much, it's too hard, and we're too tired, so we don't even try. And we know that we're letting others down, but we don't even see them in the crowd as they fall down and out. Mother says that we should help each other to discover new ways of letting go of the pain we hold. No, no, no. There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I've gone unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. I've gotten lost in a bottle, going full throttle till I couldn't see. But drink don't make it better, my lips are just wetter, but still I'm unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. Listen the feel of a body next to my body as I sleep. Listen conversation with the lover loving me. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I've gone unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own.
Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? Hey, you look Shane. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's so. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit. But thank you for posting that up there. If you want to read that, that's awesome. But let's start off. So I decided I've been working on FUCK today. Because I'm now up and running on the Mike TV Live chat record, which is it's not going to hit stores until December, but I'll probably have it done over the next couple months. And so if you're a Patreon person, or if you don't even have to be one of my patrons, but if you just pay attention to my Patreon page, I will make the album available to all of those folks, maybe 8 or 9 months, 10 months in advance. So, So let me FUCK is on Capo 3, and I was like, let me see what other songs I have on Capo 3. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play a bunch of songs where I don't have to move the capo because it's all tuned up. Because when you're recording, I want to make sure that everything's the tuning is perfect. So it's all the tuning is all kind of guaranteed. Oh, hold on, sorry, the tuning is all 100%. Okay, let me see. How am I gonna do this? Here, okay. This. Okay. If that hurt your ears, I apologize. My mixer is really, really old, and so sometimes my muting buttons don't work. But I think I muted it. Here we go. So this is a song called "Let Me Get My Gun." Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba. Gonna buy myself a gun today to protect me from people with the guns. Gonna get myself something big, a mighty kick, a brand new shiny gun. Gonna train myself to shoot today so I can shoot better than anyone. Let me get my gun. Gonna buy myself a gun today to protect me from people with the guns. Gonna fill my house with rounds and rounds, 1,000 rounds, a round for everyone. Gonna keep myself on high alert, cause I have learned that it can be anyone. Let me get my gun. When I will finally be safe from everything I am afraid of, then I will finally be free. Hooray for me. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hey, Myra. Gonna get myself a gun today to protect me from liars and thieves. Gonna shoot my gun with diligence till I can hit anything I see. Gonna learn to love my gun because my gun, you see, oh, it sets me free. Let me get my gun. Then I will finally be safe from everything I am afraid of. Then I will finally be free. Hooray for me. Oh, I just wanna feel safe. I just wanna feel safe. Safe and sound. Gonna buy myself a gun today to protect me from the people with the guns. Gonna buy myself a gun today to protect me from the people with the guns. Gonna buy myself a gun today to protect me from the people with the guns. Let me get my gun. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather. In fact, I have to go downstairs and grab a roll of toilet paper. For some reason, I feel much better today. My sore throat is almost 100% gone, but for some reason, my sinuses kicked back in, and so I've had this my nose is fine, and then all of a sudden I've just got a significantly runny nose, and then I clear it out. and then I'm fine, and I'm fine, and I'm fine, and then it significantly run again. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea what's happening with my body. It's probably cancer. I'm figuring it's just cancer. Yeah. So the Kickstarter did get funded. Yeah, and it certainly is. It certainly is, Brian. BK. It's certainly the cedar stuff. But even so, man, like I would think that like I've been dealing with this now for what 10 or 11 days. That's ridiculous. You could call it early and sit in the streams. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is it like I'm gonna go till I'm gonna do a 2-hour stream like I normally do, or I'm gonna from like 6 to 8:30. And then I have to give Sue. I have to walk Sue and make dinner. But I'll have Boone playing in the background while I'm doing all that. That'd be awesome. My sinuses get wonky where if I tilt my head, surprise. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's sort of like that, Mayor. Like I was walking Sue right before the stream, just to make sure that he didn't have to poop or pee, just a short little lap, just to make sure he was totally fine. And I forgot to bring toilet paper, and I forgot to bring tissue, And so I'm walking along, and then and I don't know what I did, but all of a sudden I just had this like gigantic amount of like, and so I'm sniffing, and sniffing's not doing anything, and I can just tell there's a ton of like and so I was like, fuck it. And nasal rocketed it to the ground, and it was a huge amount of wherever it came from. I think maybe there are aliens that are like teleporting it straight into my sinuses. They're like, fuck this, we need to get rid of this. But yeah, we should add an extra day to the weekend. Is what we should do. All right. It could be the CIA. I'll bet you it probably is the CIA. Yeah, I tried to make sure that no one was looking, but I think the person across. I live right across the street from. I live right across the street from St. Ed's University, and I think somebody was pulling out just as I did it. But fuck it. Really, truthfully, I'm a disgusting musician, so yeah, it's fine. Give me 1 second. Let me just grab some toilet paper. Oh, also, yeah. I bought like 12 rolls of like mega rolls of toilet paper, and I get all my stuff delivered. I don't leave my house except to give Sue walks. I don't leave my house. So they decided, because they were out of the toilet paper I ordered, they decided to downgrade me to a 1-ply toilet paper. They didn't tell me that, and I forgot to mention that I forgot to mark no substitutes, or at least mark a substitute with 2-ply. So I have 12 rolls of completely useless, because 1-ply toilet paper for me is like, I'm an old man, and it will tear me up. I now have a great hey Blue, how you doing, brother? 30 months, man. That's crazy. 30 months is how long I've been an affiliate. And I've been doing this long. I've been doing this like I streamed. I wonder when I became an affiliate. I think I became an affiliate sometime in like November, and I started streaming in April. Or maybe I became an affiliate in February or something like that. I don't remember, but or maybe it was even a year late. Anyway, because I've been streaming for 4 years on April 1st of 2020. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna play. So if you guys want to fill up the request queue, that's awesome. I'm just gonna play some songs that use Capo 3, just because it's all tuned up, and then I'll remove the capo and tune it back to its normal standard tuning, and then we'll be able to rock and roll. So this is a song that does not exist on any record anywhere. This is one I just kind of pulled out of the vault, but it's a cool song, and so it'll probably make a future record. I think the next Get Set Go record where I use all song, like completely brand new songs, new material. I think I'm gonna make it a folk album. I think it's going to be no drums, maybe even very little bass, but it'll be like piano, guitar. Like it's going to be a little bit. It's going to share a little bit with Ordinary World, but it's going to be more. It's going to be even a little bit more down tempo, and a little bit more folky. I haven't done anything like that. So yeah, don't even sweat it, Blue. But good to see you, brother.
Give me music, give me song, give me laughter with my friends the whole night long. Give me one more night before I am gone. And if I should sing a tune, would you sing along with me, even if you don't want to? 'Cause it feels so good to pretend that you do. 'Cause I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend.
Hey, Tyler Israel.
I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend. Give me something to hold on. I don't need so much no more, but it can't be this song. Give me something, or give me nothing. I gotta go. I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend. I make music for people like me, and I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend. And the only fires that and the only fires that I could light, there we go, were the ones that burned hidden within from sight. The only feats that I could even try were cloaked in darkness, never saw the light. I make music for people like me, and I know that there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend. Oh, I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend. Oh, I make music for people like me, but I know there's not many people like me, so won't you please just pretend.
Yeah, right on. So it's not a new song. It was written over the past few years, but it was one that I never really played out and didn't really. I totally kind of forgot about. So, really? Hold on. Why would I do that? How you doing, Tally Zarel? It's been a long time. What's been up? Okay, let me get back on. Okay, so much nothing. So much nothing. Wishes don't come true. Here we go.
Wishes don't come true.
All right. This is another one that's sort of from the vault. It's called So Much Nothing.
Wishes don't come true, so don't you wish upon a star. It'll only break your broken heart. And wishes don't come true. They never will and never have. And don't it just make you so damn sad? But oh, so damn sad. But oh, I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna send it all away. I've got nothing left to lose If nothing was something, I'd have something for you. But I've got nothing left to lose. So much nothing. So much nothing. So much nothing to lose. So much nothing. So much nothing. That's so much nothing. That should be it, right? I've got nothing left to lose. If nothing was something, I'd have something for you. But I've got nothing left to lose. So much nothing. So much nothing. So much nothing. Oh, so much nothing. So much nothing. So let me just record that. I didn't get that down. And then it's F sharp minor. It's not really F sharp minor, but it's in relationship to the capo. F sharp minor to B. So much nothing. So much nothing. And then wishes don't come true. Or at least they don't for folk like me. I know 'cause I have wished to plenty. Wishes don't come true. They never have and never will. And don't it just make you ill. But oh, I don't give a damn. No, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna sing it all away. I've got nothing left to lose. If nothing was something, I'd have something for you. But I've got nothing left to lose. So much nothing. So much nothing. So much nothing. So much nothing. Oh, I've got nothing for you. And that's a song called "So Much Nothing." Sorry, I hadn't played that one in a while. I didn't record it properly, but that's yeah. So it's called "So Much Nothing." Let me save that. So I'm just playing. At the start of the show, I'm just playing songs. Oh fuck, dude! Why do I keep doing this? These are all songs that use capo 3. Weird. Okay. Here I am and this is now. And there's nothing that I want to say. There's nothing I'm about. I'm feeling down. Oh, I'm down. Here's another song I wrote. And it's oh so very simple. It makes use of tired notes. And there's nothing to write home about. It's just another song that I sing. I sing for you. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. Here I am and this is now. And I'm sitting in my prison cell as years are winding down. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. in my bedroom and all I do is play. If I haven't made it yet tonight, never gonna make it, can I see what's wrong with me? I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do with my life.
Yeah. All right. So sorry about that. I haven't had a chance. I did play the guitar quite a bit today, but I didn't. Hey, Hopeless Pig, right? I can play that for you, man. But I just didn't get. I didn't play much other than the songs I was working on for the album. So this is my first. Like that was the first opportunity I had to really do any finger picking today. But let me see. So. And thank you so much, Tali Zarel. That's awesome. I'm sorry to hear that you need to take a depression nap. I know what those are like. Yeah. So if you're already out and if you're already sleeping, enjoy. But if not, I feel you on that. And Helpless Pig. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Most of the pain is gone, so my sore throat is pretty much all gone. I still feel, it's like there's still a little soupçon of pain in my throat, but for whatever reason now my sinuses have returned with a vengeance, or at least they have. I mean, it's kind of hits me intermittently, but when it starts kicking in, it just runs nonstop for a while, and then it stops, and then it keeps running, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? So. Yeah, and but the thing is, I mean, it barely gets, I mean, sometimes it gets like 44 degrees here in Austin, which is like, I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's like, that's like 10 degrees above freezing, you know, or for like 12 degrees above freezing. Like that's about the coldest it gets. Or like, I mean, it has gotten to freezing multiple times and a little bit below freezing, but it hasn't this entire winter so far. Yeah, Camel. I actually grew up in the Palm Springs area where like the summers it can get to like 120, 100, 125, 126, and I moved to Los Angeles. I grew up in the desert. I moved out to Los Angeles where it's almost perpetually like it's between like 65 and like 85. I mean it does get hotter on occasion. It does break 100, but for the most part, like 360 days out of the year, I'd say like 340 days out of the year, it's like 80 degrees, and so I just became this like whiny little baby. The thing is like the moment it gets above like 85, I'm like, fuck this noise, and the moment it goes below like 65, I'm like, fuck this noise, and so I have this like 20-degree window, of which I can enjoy. And so you should see me when I and thank you, Homeless Pig. Right on, man. Thank you kindly, dude. And so when I bundle up, like if it's 45 degrees, or even if it's like 60 degrees, I put on a jacket, and then I put on a warmer jacket, and then I put on a scarf, and I put on gloves, and then I'm like, all right, Sue, let's go walking. And so I literally look like I'm decked out for like freezing cold snow, and it's like 60 degrees because. I mean, there are like literally joggers walking by in just shorts, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking cold. In the UK, it's cold or wet and cold. Hey, Record, how you doing, man? And thank you, brother. That's very kind. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I don't, when I don't do a lot of the things that are necessary to like really promote your I use this to play. I like hanging out with my friends. I like playing. I've definitely had and the music I make, the songs I write, and even my attitude, it can be abrasive to a lot of people, and it can be difficult to digest for a lot of people, and I'm totally cool with that. The thing is like I've now managed to, over the past, I've always needed to kind of hustle to kind of make my living as a professional musician for the past 20 years, but whenever I find my stride, which I've kind of done now, then I don't care. I'm not constantly like looking to get bigger. I'm just trying to make sure I can pay my bills, and so I fucking love it, yeah, me too, Mayor Lynn. Yeah, I can't, and I don't know. I have no idea. How people can live in freezing cold temp. Like if it snows outside, why not move? I mean, I can get if your family lives there and it's like, well, all the family, but even so, I'd be like, all right, it's wintertime. I'll see you guys in the spring, I would never leave. I would never leave my house. I'd be like, all right, Amazon will deliver, it's 26. See, that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. That's 6 degrees below freezing. I would be like, no, I won't deal with this. If I can take a glass of water, if I can pour a glass of water from my tap and put it outside and it turns into an ice cube, fuck that noise. If it's colder outside than it is in my fridge, fuck that noise. Oh shit! I forgot to turn off my. Oh, here, let me tune up real quick. Come on, man. There we go. I think I need to get my electronics replaced. I've used this guitar pretty much every day. It's been plugged. It probably gets plugged in about 200 days out of the year. It probably gets plugged in about 200 days of the year for the past 5 years, but probably about 200 days out of the year, maybe even more than that. And then from 2009 when I got it, or 2008 when I got it, till I moved to Austin until I started streaming here on Twitch in 2016, I still probably plugged it in at least once a week, plus shows maybe once a week or maybe twice a week. So so it's like, yeah. So I think these electronics need to be replaced. I think they're getting a little bit old, getting a little bit not on point. All right, let's see. Yeah, I get that, Mara. Like yeah, that's like. I definitely understand like it's in fact that was one of the things that prompted me to leave Los Angeles was a lot of my family. My sister was when my sister was living in San Francisco. Hey Bobcat, how you doing? I could when my sister lived in when my sister lived in San Francisco, that was like a 5.5 hour drive from me in LA. So that wasn't bad. And then the rest of my family were living in the Palm Springs area, and I was living in Los Angeles. So I was like a half day drive from everybody, you know, or a half day or less, you know. So or not even half day, like a 5.5 hour to 2.5 hour to 5.5 hour drive. So and that was totally fine for me. You know, sometimes you'll spend 3 hours going from one end of Los Angeles to the other end of Los Angeles. You know, it'll go 20 miles in 3 hours, you know. So I don't mind. I'm a veteran tour. Like I don't mind drives, you know, but when my sister moved up to Portland and then my other sisters moved up to Portland, or my brother-in-law and my sister moved up to Portland, I was like, and I was like, and I needed to move. I needed to get out of LA. I was living in downtown LA. I loved living in downtown LA. I didn't want to live anywhere else, but it was just way too expensive. I mean, just going out to like eat was like a $40 proposition. Going out and having 2 beers was like a $30 proposition, you know? Cause they were like $7 beers and then I'd do a $2 tip, you know, and then, you know, I would Uber somewhere, you know, like, you know, I don't know, but it was just like ridiculous. So I was like, I need to get the fuck out of Dodge, and I eventually landed in Austin, and it's been great. But I'm now so far away from my family. Yeah, I know, Hopeless Pig. I actually witnessed that looking at the price of liters of gasoline. I was like, fuck, it's like I think it was like you were paying like $8 or $9 a gallon. When I was there, I was there and I was on tour, and I spent about a month in the UK, and I was like, is it like, it's like, I think, or maybe it was like $7 a gallon, but it was like here in Austin, I paid as low as when the first year I was here, I paid under $1 a gallon. I paid 99 cents a gallon. I was like, what? I hadn't seen 99 cents a gallon since I was 16 years old when I first started driving. So I was like, motherfucker, this is amazing. You know, and I was when I was living in Los Angeles, I was paying about $4.50 a gallon. And I also was driving this big gas guzzling I think it had a 32 gallon tank. It had a 32 gallon tank. I could get 6 hours of driving on a 32 gallon tank. And so it was just like, yeah, you can, Bobcat, but then you have to refine it. And you know, and the refineries, like the refineries are run down. Like, yeah, you can just go to the gutter and scoop up crude. But but then you have to, yeah. So, but yeah, it has to be refined, alas. So here I'm still moving on. I'm still working on songs with Capo 3. So this is a song called F-U-C-K. Wait. I don't have to play Capo songs in Capo 3 because, fuck it. Fuck, twat, motherfucker, goddamn. None of this shit works according to plan. Every little thing is falling apart. I think my day needs a total restart. Balls, salt, bagels and cheese. Can this day fuck off? Can it fuck off, please? I'm so sick of all this shit. I've had enough. Fuck you, I quit. I'm done. I'm through. Fuck me and fuck you. I'm done. I'm through. Fuck me and fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Spray diarrhea all over this place. You need a blunt pickaxe right to your face. A rusty lawn dart pushed through your eye. Stick your tongue in the socket and die. I'm in the worst place that I've ever been. Coffee won't save me, so I've turned to gin. I don't know if I'll ever feel human again. This day is gone and done me in. I'm done. I'm through. Fuck me and fuck you. I'm done. I'm through.
3, 4, bottoms up and out the door. 5, 6, 7, 8, incapacitate. SHIT, this day will be the death of me. Never gonna get another chance to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, bottoms up and out the door. 5, 6, 7, 8, incapacitate. FUCK, gonna drink my life away. Never gonna get another chance to get it right. I'm through. Fuck me and fuck you. I'm through. I'm through. Fuck me and fuck you. 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 Yeah, so that's a song that I co-wrote with my chat.
You.
And I'm working on the album right now. So, and we're gonna be writing. So we need to write at least 1 or 2 more songs. So we're gonna start working on another one on Thursday. It's a daytime show though, so it's noon to 4 this coming Thursday. So if you're around, come get involved. We're gonna, I think for the next 2 songs, I think I'm gonna come up with a premise. And the reason why is because I want to round out the record. Oh, hey, thank you, man. Yeah. Hey, thank you quite kindly, Camel. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I do. I think true crime television. There's a couple songs on there that I'd like to go back and re-record, which is the great thing is or not re-record but remix. And change some drums around and stuff like that. But the great thing is I can totally do that, and then I can upload it on the fly. I can upload it on the sly to my internet distributor, and no one will be the wiser. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix those songs at some point in time. But yeah, other than that, man, I've had a bunch of great players in my band since the very beginning. So it really isn't. And then when I started doing the albums completely by myself, which was Pleasure Being Sad all the way up to This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. I had a lot of time to work on them because it was just me, and so it was a lot of fun. Hey, my pleasure. It's simple music. One doesn't think about it other than what feels good. Yeah, I write the music. I like to write the kind of music that turns me on, right? So I like hook-based music. I like songs that I like anthems. I like songs that get you in the feels. I like songs that are honest. I like lyrics where I'm like, where there's a turn of phrase or there's a perspective that you've never really considered before, and you're like, fuck, man, this is totally right. I totally agree with this. All of these things, this is all the kind of music that I love, and so I spend my whole life trying to write that kind of music. I try to write about the class issues. The class war that's going on. I'm an advocate for the poor, and feel that feel that the distribution of wealth is fucking completely awful, and getting worse, and the whole system's rigged and gamed against poor people. And so I like to write about that, and so my whole, anyway, so it's funny because I have a whole bunch of stuff that can be I've definitely had people show up and hear my songs and just fucking lose their minds. Some person, I played a song called Jesus Christ Wore Leather. I totally, again, arguably it's an offensive song. I wrote it specifically to be a shocker, and are you okay, buddy? Oh, good boy. And I wrote it to be a shocker, and this girl, Princess Twinkle Toes is her name, in case you ever run across her here on Twitch. She was like, this is what a pedophile thinks. And my first response was, how do you know what a pedophile thinks? Sucker. Here we go. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. there's nothing to say and everything's all been said. When the ink's run dry and your old ink pen and your pencil's out of lead, but that should never stop you. You can just sing instead. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. When there's just too much and it overwhelms and it crashes over you, and you can't cry out or call for help and there's nothing you can do. But don't you worry, sister, you can sing it too. It goes ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Sometimes there's just nothing to say, and everybody breaks, and everybody hurts, and sometimes there just aren't any words. Sometimes there's nothing to say. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. When you're lost in thought and you can't explain the static in your head, when your tongue is tied and your heart is broke and you can't climb out of bed, but don't you ever worry, you can just sing instead. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Sometimes there's just nothing to say, and everybody breaks, and everybody hurts, and sometimes there just aren't any words. Sometimes there's nothing to say, and there's just no words. Sometimes there's nothing to say, and there's just no ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And yeah, I totally agree with you, Bobcat. You know, I think that's an adult perspective, though, right? I mean, there's something about having the anonymity of the internet. You know, you just feel like you're insulated. You're safe to say all the shitty things you want to say and behave in all the shitty ways you want to behave because you can get away with it. And that's a kid's that's a kid's perspective, you know? And so, you know, so people that are trolls and people that are, you know, or kids from maybe a young adult perspective or a adolescent perspective, but they're still kids, you know? They're not yet fully formed human beings with a self-aware a fully self-aware consciousness, you know, like, and so they run around being like, yeah, I'm boss, I'm chief, my perspective is more important than yours because I'm the center of the universe because I'm the center of my universe because I'm trapped in my head, you know. Yeah, and that is unfortunately, Ryder Camel, sometimes, you know, and sometimes people remain adolescents their whole life. You know, they never learn the capacity to communicate. They never learn the capacity to take ownership of their wrongdoings. They never learn the capacity to like buckle down and work through difficult issues and difficult, you know, like, and that's, you know, I mean, that's just what, you know, it's, I totally get it. You know, I mean, there are going to be people that have arrested development that remain kids, you know. I mean, it's, I read a Twitter troll's reply regarding something like that. He said, "It's the internet. I'm just being savage." Like it didn't. Yeah, and that's, you know, and that's exactly it. I mean, it's really funny. I was writing about that. I was writing about that with about politics today. I was having a correspondence with a buddy of mine on Facebook, and I was saying, I was like, yeah, you know, like it gets to the point where, like, you know, our politics is so corrupt that people don't even see it as corruption anymore, right? You know, it's that same thing. It's like if everybody's doing it, it just, people don't even see that. No, this is shitty behavior. If what you're doing is actively going out and ruining another person's day, particularly if you're doing it just because you have nothing else to do, then you're a shitty human being, you know? And don't be a shitty human being because it's only going to hurt you. Like, all it does is make you less trustful and less happy and less, and, you know, you become entrenched in your own shittiness, you know, and then it starts to seep out into the world around you, you know, like, so, oh yeah, I mean, well, it's funny because I've definitely flipped
trolls in this stream. Like we've definitely had some people that started off trolls. And then because I just engaged them like a real human being, and we talked about whatever it is, well, first off, like if they're saying, they were usually the more clever trolls, but from now on, I take your dog as an example and use your music to live out my emotions, to reach a pure state of peace in my head. He's I think he's just sweltering up here. It's like almost 80 degrees in this. That's why the studio is called the Mouth. Hey, Reverend Buck. Was that? Yeah, that was you. Yes, yeah. And so he's really sweltering. But it's really funny. He often prefers to be up here when I'm playing, and I'm like, that's cool. Maybe he likes the music. Are you doing okay, bud? Is it really hot up here? You don't have to stay up here if you don't want to. It's a lot cooler downstairs. It's like 10 degrees. It's 10 degrees cooler downstairs. So it's like about 71 downstairs. And it's probably about 80 up here. So, yeah. That's exactly right. I know a buddy of mine. He's got a dog named Cash. So both our dogs are named after Johnny Cash stuff. And he found a 15-hour YouTube thing that's called Music for Dogs, and apparently it's sounds that register with, like, it's sounds and like it is music, but apparently it uses sounds that register with dogs in some fashion or another. I doubt the science behind it, that's not so. I would prefer to read up on the science behind it before I said one way or the other. But he says that his dog really does, like, his dog his dog usually normally goes upstairs. His place is laid out exactly like mine. And his dog would normally go upstairs and wait for him. And now, since he's been using the music, the dog will stay downstairs. So I'm like, that's an anecdotal evidence that sounds it's pretty spot on. So, that's terrible, Bobcat. That's terrible. All right, so let me play Izzy into you. This is for Hopeless Pig. Hopeless Pig, I fucking your handle, man. It's just like, this is for all you hopeless pigs out there. I fucking love you, dude. If you see your dog near a computer with a YouTube poop going on, that's... All right, so this is a song called Izzy Into You. It's off of my new record. It goes like this. Is he in you like you want him to? Does he love you right? Does he love you right? Is he in you like you need him to? Does he understand? Could he understand that you look so sad as you hold his half-clenched hand? I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you? Are his feelings true? Does he know his mind? Does he know his mind at all? And is he in you? And all you do, and all your everything, does he make you sing? 'Cause you look so sad as you hold his unclenching hand. I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Is he in you? Is he true as blue? Does he make you smile like you used to smile? Is he in you? Does he follow through with his words of love? Does he do enough? 'Cause you look so sad as you hold his half-clenched hand.
I don't wanna ask, I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you like you want him to? Does he love you right? Does he love you right? Is he in you like you need him to? Does he understand? Could he understand that you look so sad as you hold his half-closed hand? I don't wanna ask, I don't wanna ask it all, but is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you? Ooh, is he in you?
Yeah, it's really funny. I never used diminished chords in my songwriting until a buddy of mine showed me an easy way to cheat a diminished chord. So if you bar the entire chord and then you put on the second, on the A string, you just do the 1 over. That's your diminished chord, right? And I was like, okay, that's awesome, because now I just wanted to come up with an easy way. So when I do the songbook for my when I do the songbook for my for hesitation cuts, and that's exactly it, because I don't like to write songs. I have written songs I know are complicated, would be complicated for beginning guitar players to play, but I don't like to write I prefer for that to be 10% of my song catalog. I want beginning players, like that's why it took me 15 years to write, but that's why I wrote Fury of Your Lonely Heart, a 1-chord song, because I wanted to be like, look, if you have just sat down to learn how to play the guitar, I've got songs that you can literally play. They're really, really easy, I love the easy flow and stuff. I feel like I'm less prone to accidents, and the thing is like, and it's really funny. And another thing that becomes great is even if you're really, really drunk. Now I have been so drunk that I was not even able to play any song. Like I've been that shit faced where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't. But that's like 1 out of every 1,000. 1,000 times. Normally I can be shit faced and be like, I got a song for you, and be able to pull something out. What's the easiest song I've written is Fury of Your Lonely Heart, Hopeless Peg. It's a 1-chord song, and you can say, and because you can transpose it to any chord, if you've literally just picked up the guitar and you only know how to play the C chord, you can. Come on, love, let us blow this scene. Let us hurry home and get between the sheets, between your lips and between your thighs. Let us see the space between you and I. Kiss me now, kiss me hard. So it's normally an E. Come on, love, let us blow this scene. Let us hurry home and get to. But even if you can't play an E, you can play it in any. Here I do have a song. In fact, I do have a song with a diminished seventh. Yeah, I'll play it for you. And this, and again, this is a kind of song that I wouldn't that for me is a song that I would just play. Just diminished 7, yeah. Yeah. That would be really. I'd have to really fucking think about that one and figure out a melody that would work. That would be good. But yeah. So here we go. So here's a pretty chordally complicated song. But today we all are miracles. Today we wait. Okay, so today we all are miracles. Today we all are joyful voices, singing out with joyful noises. Nothing can go wrong. Today we all are pacifists. Never will we raise a fist. Never will we hurt another. Brothers are we all. And when the walls come down, oh, we'll all
gather round, the trumpets will all sound, and everyone will cry, hallelujah. Oh, what else can we do? There's nothing more to prove, and there's nothing left to try. Today we glitter like the stars. Never. What am I doing, man? Never have we come so far. Never will we ever die. We're right above it all. Some may sing and others laugh. Some get all but others half. No one's ever coming back. There's no sense to it all. And when the walls come down, oh, we'll all gather round. The trumpets will all sound, and everyone will cry, hallelujah. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing more to prove, and there's nothing left to try. When you get around it all. And when you get around it all. And when you get around it all. And when you get around it all. Today we all are miracles. Today we all are joyful voices, singing out with joyful noises. Nothing can go wrong. Yeah, for some reason I kept screwing up that diminished seven. But yeah, so it uses the flat five. It uses that flat five and then the diminished seven. You know. Hey, thank you, Bobcat. Yeah. So it's a yeah. Dude. But I haven't played that one in some time. So yeah, you know, and the thing is and for me, like used judiciously in a song, they're fucking gorgeous, you know. It's just when it becomes more about the crazy chord progressions. You know, for me, that's when it starts to rankle. But in fact, my buddy Trey has a couple songs with some kind of like, they're like little kind of jazzy runs, between sections, and it's fucking it's super beautiful. I'm like, that's so cool. But Sue, you doing okay, bud? You look like you're about to fucking die. By the actual chord progressions, you know, like when you've got like a buddy of mine used to like string these jazz chords together, and they sounded nice. They sounded nice in you know, as they progressed, so progression, but they but I was like you can't really fit I mean you could put a melody over that, but it'd be a crazy melody, you know. Hey, right on. Right on, Blue. Well, awesome, man. And I heard Blue, that you're gonna be taking some days off because Lenina's out of town. Is that correct? Will we see you with a little bit more regularity? All right, here. So you know, so it's really funny. I was like, that's not even the progression, but I was trying to think the other day. I was like, who does that remind me of? It reminds me of a song, and it was that whole song. I was like, it's a friend of mine, and no, but it's that da 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 da. It's like their only like big hit, but I was like, is that it? And I was like, who the fuck is that? It's a Friends band. No, it's not. It's Hole. It's really funny. I was a big Hole fan. They have their first album is a song, or their first album is called "Pretty on the Inside," and then the song that actually has that lyric was a favorite song of mine back in the early '90s, like '92. 91, 92. I actually caught them. I discovered them opening for Nirvana at the Palace in Los Angeles.
the week after Nevermind came out. So, that was we went to 4 Nirvana shows in that week. So they played 2 shows at the Palace, or was it 3 Nirvana shows? 2 shows at the Palace. 2 shows at the Palace, back-to-back 2 shows at the Palace. One in Iguanas, which was one of the craziest rock and roll shows I've ever been to in my entire life, in Tijuana, at Iguanas in Tijuana. And then I forget there was, and I think I think there was 4. I think we did 4, but you ever get a song that you've heard and you go through the thick and thin to find it, and you just I mean that what's really funny, I do that all the time, Camel. Like back in the day, I used to stop. I would write a song, and then I'd be like, I know this sounds like something, so I'm just gonna throw this song away. And then I started, and I kept doing that over and over again. And at some point in time, I just started asking my friends who were also musicians and also songwriters, and had a vast encyclopedia of knowledge of songs. And I was like, who does this remind you of? And I had my indie friends, and I had my pop friends, and I had my Beatley kind of like 60s friends. And so I'd be like, what does this song remind you of? And they'd be like, no one. And I'm like, fuck, how many songs did I throw away? Cause I totally thought I was writing a song that sounded like somebody else. And it turns out now that I don't care. Like if I write a song and I wrote it earnestly and honestly, and it sounds like, and I wrote it with, without thinking like there was any influence. And if it sounds exactly like somebody else's song, fuck them in the asshole. Cause you can't copyright that shit. So I'm like, yeah, there you go. So have you seen her by the Chi-Lites? Is it Chi-Lites or is it Chi-Lites? Yeah. I love. Yeah, man. Tijuana, TJ is a fucking scary place at times. I personally felt they could have done better with the song. No, I haven't. I don't know it. Have you? Yeah. Alas. Well, I mean, whatever. We all die. I wish it weren't so. I really do, but it turns out that we all do. Made chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That's awesome. That sounds great. But it's a new tune. And so there's actually a Motown song that a buddy of mine, Motown kind of, or an R&B kind of, but like late Motown flavored song. What's it called? That he just listened to over and over and over again. So it's now whenever I hear the song, which I don't ever do unless it's at like a party or something, and somebody that knows him will put it on. But what is it called? Fuck, I'm not gonna remember. And so every time I hear that song, it reminds me of those days, Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's great though, man. That sounds delicious. Chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That sounds great. Hey, Caution Kate, how are you? Yeah, that's. Oh, I do have to say that marbles game yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I took Sue for a walk, and when I got back, it was shut down. But it was a good time. Oh, you've been so very cold. I don't know why you've been so damn cold. That's not right. I wanna talk to you, but you won't talk to me. I wonder, should I leave? Things have changed, haven't they, my friend? Nothing stays the same, it all changes in the end. But can we just pretend? Or let us just pretend that you still love me. Oh, America, do you still love me? Oh, America, do you
you still love me? Oh, we used to be the very best of friends. Our futures were so bright way back then. We could do most anything, anything at all. Where did we go wrong? Oh, America, do you still love me? Oh, America, do you still love me? Ba-la-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-la-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-lum, ba-dum, ba-dum. We're not as young as we used to be, and the things that we learned, we didn't learn for free. They all came at a cost, such a heavy cost. But do you still love me? Oh, America, do you still love me? Oh, America, do you still love me? Oh, America, could you ever love me?
Yeah, man, that one's a little tough. It's so weird. Anyway, I didn't play. I was sick last week, and I didn't play the guitar for like 8 days, and I can definitely feel it. But thank you, Bobcat. I do love that song. I think I'm just gonna have to. I spent all day playing the guitar, but I was working on one song. Yeah, man, yeah. Don't even sweat it, dude. It's I'm happy you're here, man. It's always awesome to see you here. Yeah, how have things been? Have they sorted out your employment needs now? Do you have enough staff that you don't have to work like a fucking maniac, work an 80-hour work week? Man, not really, because it's funny, because I don't think in those kinds of parts. What I did do here, I'll play a little bit. So I did write a swing feeling song, but the reason why it has the song has a little shuffle, right? So it goes wait. So it's got a little So it's got a little shuffle. So my buddy Schmed and he was living with me at the time, and we were talking about, and Schmed is an amazing piano player. The song I'm about to play for you, he plays all the piano on it, and he plays all the bass, and then I do all the guitars and obviously the vocals. I wrote the song, and I did all the drums. And so Schmed, and so we were talking about the swing feel, because Schmed was like, because Schmed, we were just talking about how the fact that there's, that if you kind of, because swing feel it's not actually on the beat, it's dun dot dun dot dun dot, so if you're doing 1 2 3 4 2 2, it's a 1 dot dun dot, so it comes just a little bit ahead of the beat, like it's the dun dun dun, it's the dun dun. It's that dit. It's and so we were just kind of like trying to we were talking. So he was saying he was really bummed that he had songs that required swing feel back in the day, but because he wasn't a drummer, he didn't fully understand it, and so he just quantized everything, put it against the grid, and it made things feel very straight, And so what we did is we took the cymbal. So we went and we found somebody like teaching real basic swing drums, right? And he was and the guy was playing the cymbal. He's like it's just this. You know, and so he played that. So what we did is we captured that sound and we threw it into Pro Tools over this song just to look at how it laid in, right? And so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna loop it all the way through the song. And then I built the drums. So Schmed played bass, and he played bass, playing a swing kind of bass to the actual guitars. And then I built the drums around it, and then he threw the piano on. And so listen. This is called Daggers, Blades, and Billy Clubs, and man, it fucking turned out fucking awesome. Hold on, Daggers, Blades, and here we go. Here, so I'm gonna mute my mic while we give this a second. So.
Bags, put them up against the wall. Measure everybody, cause everyone is gonna fall. Take all the measurements and put them in a little book. Measure every single soul before them souls that they get took. Christ may be coming, but he just might be too.
So yeah, and it gets more and more involved. But hey, Paper Cat, how you doing, man? And okay, and thank you, Blue. That's great to hear, man. That's really great to hear. And I will. So does Lenina feel the same way? Because I'd like to keep working on it, or at least keep iterating on it and pushing it forward and seeing. I wonder if I recorded the chords. I know that I used a couple interesting chords in that song. But anyway, but yeah, but anyway, so just let me know, Blue. And Paper Cat, how you doing, man? Good to see you, amigo. It's now a mod fest in the chat. Fuck yes. I never thought about swing. I also thought of it as a one. Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, the thing is that, like, I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, the thing is it like, yeah, it's the doom da to doom. It's the so the only way I understand it. So the thing is again, because it's not like I'm not a drummer. So the only way I understand this stuff. Tired as fuck. Why is that, Paper Cat? The only way I understand this stuff is kind of from how it looks. Like that was the thing, is I took just that symbol. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is pushed right here. So let me try that with everything. Let me try that with everything else. In fact, there's a lot of things that have that kind of swing to it, and it's all because I just looked at that symbol and I was like, oh, let me keep trying. And then Schmed and I kept reiterating on that throughout the entire record. But that song, because of the piano, because of the bass, because it just really does feel very kind of like a swing tune. Okay, no, yeah, don't even sweat it, Blue. Right on, man. We have enough staff, but they're not good workers, so I'm basically back to my old job to do their work for them, just with all the manager responsibility. Well, at least, hopefully it's good that you're getting more money, but that fucking sucks, man. That's like, how can you not be like? That's the one thing I don't understand with people that particularly if you're working a job that requires physical labor. The thing is, if you keep yourself busy, the time flies, right? If you just stay busy and figure out new projects to work on. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'll tackle this, and I'll do this. The thing is that like an 8-hour shift goes by in a blink, And if you crawl and you're like, like the thing is that like it drags. It literally like work matches the amount of like kind of interest you put into it, So for me, I like what I would do like when I was working at Thundercloud, like people were like, Mike, you're such a great worker. Like, so the reason why is because I wanted to make beautiful, because I was working in this little sandwich shop, right? It's a sandwich chain here in Austin, and a buddy of mine was a manager, and she's like, yeah, I'll give you a job, and I just needed to make some extra cash because I wasn't really pulling in money and from music, as much money as I needed to from music. And so I just focused on making beautiful sandwiches. Every single sandwich they would order, I'd be like, okay, let me see if I can make this just absolutely gorgeous. And so and also make them fast. Like I didn't want to be slower than everybody else, but I just wanted to, like, by the time I sliced them, for people to go, man, that's a really good looking sandwich, you know. So I just focused on that, and the time flew by. Like it went so quick, you know. And and so I was like, yeah, man, like that's it. That's like, you know, you just create these little games for yourself and you just play them, you know, and then you're like, dun dun dun, time flew by, you know. They're all young with a little response. Yeah, I definitely get that, man. But yeah, I feel for you, brother. That was one of the primary reasons why. Well, the reason why I walked away from the Thundercloud job was because I just needed I need more time to work on music. And Twitch was kind of kicking in and doing really well, and so, but I walked, but one of the reasons why I was real happy to stop going in, because I liked everybody, and it was a fun job, and like we had a lot of regulars I was friendly with, and, you know, like we would, but that said, the youthful work ethic, and people just stay, like there's 8 people in line, there's one of us making sandwiches, and then 4 people just in the back just talking, and I'm like, fuck, really, guys? Really? Like, the thing is you're making these people wait because you guys just are all just gabbering, you know, or gabbing. Yeah. Amen, Kimmel. Yeah, this job sucks. Oh, well, all right. Well, thank you, dude. This is the job I have. So suck it. All right, let me see. What do we want to do? I don't know what. All right, so I'm only going for another 42 minutes, everybody, because I'm still kind of like warming. I spent a full week off because I was sick, so my voice is still kind of damaged, and then you know, so I just don't want to. I want to slow. Tomorrow's gonna be my first full 4-hour show. So I did a 2-hour show yesterday. I'm doing a 2-hour show today, and then hopefully by tomorrow it should be feeling pretty good. Yeah, that's. I mean, you know, well, and the thing is like, and I mean, and not all jobs, because I mean, I do. It's really funny because the job I was just talking about, they only paid us minimum wage, you know, and I think that's bullshit, right? But the thing is, but I didn't really care that much. I got raises super quickly, but your starting wage was minimum wage. So you mean to tell me that we've had the same minimum wage for a full decade, and you as a conscious, and they were kind of a socially conscious, socially aware company that did all these cool things that, you know, like, so if you're going to be that socially aware and then not recognize that you're not paying your employees anything near a living wage, you know, yeah, that's drives me nuts. Yeah, and I it's really funny, Paper Cat. I do agree with you if it's a bureaucrat, like if it's like not number crunching, because some people like the numbers thing, but like if it's like data entry, if it's like cold calling, if it's, you know, like, and actually cold calling wasn't that bad. I'd never done sales, really. I'd done sales when I was a kid, like newspaper sales and stuff like that, but like I'd never really done sales. But in 2009, I was living in LA, and my girlfriend was living in Berkeley, and she and I had been together for 6 years, but she matriculated from junior college to Berkeley, and so she was finishing up her undergrad, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll move up there with you. Like I was really frustrated with the band, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll go up to the Bay Area with you, and so I found a job working. My sister was the COO at this internet startup. And so she got me a job working in the sales department, and none of the guys that worked there, they're all sweethearts, the super cool guys, but they had no work ethic. They would take like 2 or 3 meetings a week, which is crazy already, just that crazy for me. They'd take 2 or 3 meetings a week, and then that was it, you know. And then I was the only person. And so my sister was trying to help them jumpstart the whole sales thing. So So she's like, Michael, I just need to make cold calls. And I'm like, and there was a cold call script, that was like kind of very stilted. And so I memorized the cold call script, and then I kind of put it in normal human parlance, but it was effectively the same exact thing, but I just added kind of natural sounding up, anyway. And I just made cold calls, and it actually ended up being pretty kind of cool, because you get to the point where you're like, first off, you don't care. You're like, hey man, and the thing is I got better at identifying these would be people that could actually use our product. So rather than calling people that I knew had no interest in what we were selling, I actually found people that could actually use it. And so I was like, hey, I know you guys are doing this, and we happen to have a thing that might be able to give you access to, because we were recruiting software. And so I was like, we might be able to give you access to people that you just don't have access to. Do you want to hear a little bit more about it? And and so I just got really, and so I spent about 3 or 4 months doing that, and got really and I don't even think I think I made a couple small sales from cold calls, but small sales were like, I think $12,500. So I still got decent commissions off those. But by the time they actually migrated me to the actual sales department, I knew the product inside out, because I was used to feel like I was super comfortable, and so it was real easy for me to walk and be like, yeah, this is what we do, and this is and so let me know what are your needs, and let me see if I can offer you some solutions our service might be able to provide you, so they would lay out and so it was just super fun. So and cold calling is one of the things that salesmen hate the most. But because I was like, okay, well, this is really terrible. How do I make this better? It ended up being awesome, I didn't, Camel. I actually only did 1 semester. So I was offered a job. Between high school and my first semester at college, I interned at Universal, and they offered me a job as an apprentice writer, and I said no. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was scared. I grew up in Palm Desert, which is a small town, and Universal is based in Los Angeles, like right in the heart of everything. And it was just scary, So I said no, and I went back. I did 1 semester at junior college, and then I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? I turned out a job working at Universal on the Universal Studios lot, and so in these amazing production offices. So I was like, can I? And so I called him back. I'm like, do you think maybe I could get that job? And they're like, hell yeah, come on back. And I was like, yes. Yeah, that was fun. Good times. All right, here we go. So this is a song called Collect Calls in the key of F sharp minor. I mean, no, F sharp, rather. Yeah, that was, the F sharp major. Yeah, this is F sharp major. But it's crazy that, did you add this? Did you add this, Bobcap? Did you add this song to the list? Because I think you probably did. Back in the day when you could call someone to ask for a job. Well, I mean they I interned with them. So I had a relation, and I interned like the president of the division hired me. Like he was doing the interviews for the college intern. Because I was going to be working for his office specifically, and he and I just hit it off, and then I actually stayed with him. He had a guest house or guest room downstairs, and I was living in and I spent the first 18 days working at Universal. I commuted back and forth, and it was fucking from the desert, which is like it's a 91 mile drive. But it was about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive in traffic. So I was driving 2.5 hours to get into work, and then 2.5 hours to get out of work each day. And so I ended up staying later and later because I just wanted to avoid traffic. And so one day Jeff, the president of the division, walks out and he's like, why are you still here? And I'm like, I want to avoid traffic. I've been commuting this whole time. And he's like, dude, you got to stop. He's like, you do not need to do that. Like you just crashed with me. I got a spare room, And so I was like, that's great. So the president of the division and I became good friends over that summer. And then he offered me a permanent job as an apprentice writer. And I was like, and then I was like, I don't want to do it. I was afraid. And then I got back to him. Yeah, it is. it's all, I mean, it's all predicated. It was all predicated on me taking whenever somebody handed me an opportunity, it was me actively pursuing that opportunity. You know, like, because it's all started with a guy that. With the guy that gave me his business card, you know, that had a deal with Universal Cartoon Studios. So a guy hands me a business card. I call that business card. I make a reason to be in Los Angeles so I can take a meeting with him. You know, all of that kind of stuff. You know, but yeah, Bobcat. That's. I would say that's probably about me too.
I thought I was making a difference. I thought I was contributing. I thought I was doing something special, but I was just phoning it in. I was phoning it in. I thought I had a new perspective. I thought I was really doing something. I thought that maybe I was making a mark, but I was just phoning it in. I was phoning it in. Shut up, Mike, you've already said too much. Just keep it down, oh, you're so out of touch. Just go back to your room and do what you do, and just leave us be. I thought I could be a part of. I don't even want to win. I just want to add just a little, but I was just phoning it in. I was phoning it in. Shut up, Mike, you've already said too much. Just keep it down, oh, you're so out of touch. Just go back to your room and do what you do, and just leave us be. I thought I was making a difference. I thought I was contributing. I thought I was doing something special, but I was just phoning it in. I was phoning it in.
And what was? I only had one. It was great, and then all went. Yeah. Hey, my pleasure, Bobcat. Yeah. I did that song a lot, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. It's crazy. I've had so many. But again, because the entertainment industry is sort of a gig economy. You know, I had a whole bunch of different like little kind of like writing jobs and so I worked as a development exec. So I started off as apprentice writer. I migrated into as a development executive, but also doing a bunch of writing, like writing show Bibles, and we would occasionally. Universal executives were not allowed to actually get credit on the shows that they worked on. So we actually wrote a couple episodes of various shows, but we had to use nom de plumes, and then. So I wrote an episode of Exo Squad along with the two of my other development executive partners, development executives. So it was Ralph Sanchez, the senior VP of of development, and then Jonathan Rosenthal, director of development. And the three of us co-wrote one episode of Exo Squad. I think I wrote an episode of Monster Force. Anyway, but I know I wrote one more. And then I wrote a ton of show bibles. I wrote the Earthworm Jim show bible, the one that we sold. If you guys saw the Earthworm Jim, the animated series on the WB, I wrote the show bible that sold that show literally in 24 hours. It was a 40-page show bible. Doug Tenapel, the creator of Earthworm Jim, and I sat down. We sat. He and I met in the morning. We just hung out all night long. We hung out from morning until late evening, and then I went through the next day. I started writing until I could no longer stay up. I went and crashed out, slept for like 6 hours, got up, and then came back and pounded out the rest of the show bible, and then we sold it. That was it. We sold it. I do know the Super Dave. I do know the Super Dave, and it was actually pretty funny. Yeah, but the thing is, like, so yeah, and that's yeah. The thing is, it's like, but I think, you know, I mean, if as long as you're getting paid, I think you can call that a job, right? I started work. The very first job I had, I was 12 years old. Because I'm old enough. This is in the 1985, right? And in California, you could work as a 12-year-old, but your first 40 hours, I believe it was, you got paid half of minimum wage, which was called a training wage. And I think I could only work a maximum of 20 hours. I can only work 20 hours a week until I was 16. I think that's what it was. But 20. So the first, I think it was, or maybe it was the first 80. I think it was the first 80 hours. I think it was the first 80 hours. So only working 20 hours a week. I wasn't even working 20 hours a week. I think I was working like 10 or 15. So my checks were like $25. You know, I was like, this sucks. But $25 for a 12-year-old is, I mean, I would take it. I would have my mom cash it, and then I would go down to the Circle K, and I'd buy a big stack of comic books, and I'd buy a huge big gulp, and I'd buy 2 king-size candy bars, of which I would eat the candy bars and drink the big gulp before I was done with my first comic, and then I would just shake, like with the sugar. I'd be like, this is amazing, you know, and I'd read my comics. Yeah, that's right. All right. So I only have so much time. I've got 26 minutes left. What do you guys want to hear? Or we can just keep talking, keep telling stories. Well, if we're counting that kind of thing, I worked at my dad's soccer camp. Yeah, I mean as long as you get paid, right? Like the thing is, that for me, it's like as long as you're getting paid, you know, and so I've as a professional musician, I've taken a whole bunch of sideline gigs because, you know, there were years where I was really struggling. So I would, you know, so I was first off, I was a concert promoter. I actually threw raves. I threw one rave. It's really funny. I promoted 2 raves. I assisted with like 6 or 7 raves. We had the very first rave we ever threw was wildly successful, and then in the after party, all of us went back to a friend's house. All of the money we made, which was all my money because I was the only investor, was stolen. And so I was like, "Fuck you guys!" Like, really, the money was stolen, and all the drugs because some people couldn't afford to get in, and so they're like, "Well, we got hits of ecstasy, we got weed, I got tabs of acid," and so we're like, "All right, sure." And so, yeah. What's a dangerous snow cones in a snack bar is a dangerous job, Paper Cat? I just want to be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So. Okay. So this song. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know that's funny. I've worked in 2 restaurants in my entire life. One was one of the worst job experiences I ever had, and then one of them was one of the best job work experiences I've ever had. I know, and I did eat. The one that was a terrible job experience. I didn't eat a lot of food from there, but they had these like little things they'd stick in their sundaes, which they were these like real crispy cones dipped in chocolate, or not cones, but these real crispy like wafer things that are shaped like triangles, and they were dipped in chocolate, and they were fucking delicious. And so because I worked in the back, I was just constantly just gobbling those down. But those people can suck it. All I wanna do is touch you. Come on, baby, let me touch you. All I wanna do is touch you. Let me slip inside. All I wanna do is love you. Come on, lover, let me love you. All I wanna do is love you, feel you from inside. I just wanna be your lover. I just wanna love you all my life. There will never be another. I just wanna love you all my life. Love you all my life. All I wanna do is kiss you. Come on, girl, let me kiss you. All I wanna do is kiss you here and everywhere. I just wanna taste your sweetheart. Savor your flavor, sweetheart. All I wanna do is taste your flower, let me share. I just wanna be your lover. I just wanna love you all my life. There will never be another. I just wanna love you all my life. Love you all my life. Oh, 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 All I wanna do is touch you. Come on, baby, let me touch you. All I wanna do is touch you. Let me slip inside. All I wanna do is love you. Come on, lover, let me love you. All I wanna do is love you, feel you from inside. I just wanna be your lover. I just wanna love you all my life. There will never be another. I just wanna love you all my life. Love you all my life. Oh, 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 oh yeah. Oh, 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 ha, 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 ha. Oh, that song is fucking tits on the new record. That song is fucking ferocious. It's a fucking super. If you haven't heard it, It's called "I Just Want to Be Your Lover." It's on Get Set Go's newest album, Hesitation Cuts. It's in stores now. It's fucking amazing. Amazing. Go! Hey, my pleasure, Bobcat. So I've got 21 minutes left, everybody. Oh yeah, hey, my pleasure, Paper Cat. Did it work for you? In fact, I'll play that one. I'll play fuck it, whatever. Okay. This is also on the new record. This is called Fuck It, Whatever, Okay. I'll be alright, don't wanna break down. I'll be alright, don't wanna break down. I don't wanna freak out. I don't wanna. I'll be alright, I just need a moment. I'll be alright, just give me a moment. Just need a moment. Just give me one. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls
suck, bud. There's nothing we can do. We just gotta suck it up. We just gotta suck it up. We just gotta. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls apart and it all goes to shit. I always knew there would be days like this. Fuck it, whatever, okay. We'll just get through it. We'll just push on through it. We'll just dribble through it. I think we can do it. I think we can. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls apart and it all goes to shit. I always knew there would be days like this. Fuck it, whatever, okay.
Yeah, that's blue. I actually bought a couple baking potatoes so I could make some mashed potatoes for myself. In fact, I'll probably do that tonight. But one thing, so it's really funny. So I make killer mashed potatoes, right? They're fucking super delicious. And people are like, Mike, how are your mashed potatoes so good? And the secret is fucking butter. So I usually use one stick of butter for each. If they're big size baking potatoes, I use one stick of butter for every 2 potatoes. You're like, these fucking potatoes are so good. I'm like, yeah, they are. There you go, because it's fucking straight artery death. But they're delicious, and yeah, man, and so that's my secret. That's my secret. Yeah, the whole Thanksgiving meal I actually make pretty well. My mom knocks that out of the park, and so she gave me all her recipes, and I've done a little bit of modifying of her stuff over the years, but it's fucking good. I love it. And I didn't make any Thanksgiving dinner this year, and that sucks for me. I did have some delicious people. Trey's family gave me some food. Jay's family, the Brushwoods gave me some food. Somebody else gave me some food. Who was it? Trey, Brushwoods. Anyway, but yeah, so it was good. Key lime pie, right on. I've never made a key lime. I've made a pecan pie. I think this is the only pie I've ever made. Pecan pie, and that's all I made. Pecan pie. Huh, that's crazy. Do you use fresh ingredients, Blue? Is that how key lime pie is made? Do you use actual? Is it comprised entirely of keys and limes? It's you can use. Can you use and do you have to use door keys, or can you use algorithms, passwords, stuff like that? Croquetas. Well, I don't know croquetas. What are croquetas? Paper cat. All right, let me see. What else am I gonna play while I'm waiting here, while I'm standing here being a silly person, a silly goose. Let's do this. Hold on. Yeah, please do. Once when I was a boy of about 9 or 10, I fell in love with the girl who lived next door. Every day after school, she would wait by our fence, and we would play till her parents got home, and she would sing this song. Still gives me shivers. Mama doesn't love me, and Dad
Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. There used to be this kind of man who'd make us hot cocoa while we sat in his lap, and he made us sing the song that you sing, the song that I still hear every day. He used to stroke her face while she sang this song. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy doesn't love me and Daddy doesn't want me, but I'm a child of God. One autumn day, she asked me to wait. She asked me to meet her at the top of the hill, and so I went, hoping to spend some time with the girl that I love. But she never showed. No, she never arrived. For this was the day that she died. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Every day for a year that we lived in that house, I would hear her singing in the middle of the night, and I know that I should have been very afraid, but I love the sound of her voice, and she would sing to me. Now I've been set free. Here's my song I sing for you. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy didn't love me and Daddy didn't want me, but I'm a child of God. Mommy didn't love me, Daddy didn't want me. Mommy didn't love me, Daddy didn't want me.
Yeah, right on. So let me, hey, BioCow. Good to see you, man. So let me see. So I buy the lime juice and crackers, but other than that, it's from scratch. Key limes are small, and you just kind of, hey, thank you, Jerry Jensen. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Key limes are kind of small, so you need a lot. I've made the pies entirely from scratch before, but it's a lot of work and the extra time and money with little wisdom. I see. Right on. Okay, where'd you send the pictures, Paper Cap? And how you doing, Jared? Good to see you, brother. Hey, man. So, Jared. So, it's crazy because the people, like 4 or 5 of the people that literally spent the most on the last round of books, right? The last Kickstarter round of books. People that ordered that ordered the actual illustrated pages. Some of you didn't let me know like right out the gate kind of what you wanted, and so it took me a while to gather them all up, and then it took me forever to mail them out. So they went out. I think yours went out, Jared, last week, maybe it was yesterday's. So I had two rounds. I had one round that went out last week Thursday, and another round that went out yesterday. I forget which one, but I just want to let you know it is in the mail. I can send you the tracking number if you'd like. So yeah, sorry about that, brother. I want you to play the sound of Pikachu giving birth, and that's it. There you go. Thank you, Elix, for covering that sound, and there you go. You're all set. Right on, man. Thank you, BioCow. Thank you, brother. All right, so I've got time enough for one more, everybody, and then I'm gonna just to protect my voice because it's still a little bit. I'm not certain if you guys can tell, but it still feels pretty fragile. But so what do you, I can play. Well, yeah, I can play one or two more depending on how But I'll do. Why don't we do this? I'll do Light It Up. And I'll do Unstoppable. So one song is about lighting shit up, and then the other one's about shit getting lit up. So there you go. Unstoppable and Light It Up for the win. Actually, I think Light It Up is on Capo 7. Let's see, Light It Up. All right, here we go. That does rhyme, paper. That does rhyme, BioCow. We're gonna fuck shit up. We're gonna tear it down. We're gonna tear it up. We're gonna blow it out. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna knock it down. We're gonna knock it in. We're gonna knock. You're right. Fuck me. God damn it. I knew, and literally like 20 seconds before the end of that song, I was like, all right, Mike, remember the moment you're done with this song, hit the pedal. And then 20 seconds later, my brain just went bloop, bloop. That's the sound. That's the sound of me forgetting stuff is bloop. All right. Fuck. Here we go. Let's do that one more time without blowing you guys' ears out. We're gonna fuck shit up. We're gonna tear it down. We're gonna tear it up. We're gonna blow it out. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna knock it down. We're gonna knock it in. We're gonna knock it out. We're gonna take it on. We're gonna take it down. We're gonna smash it up. We're gonna crash it down. We're gonna drive it fast. We're gonna play it loud. We're gonna fuck it up. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna push it back. Then we push it out. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna turn it out. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire. And everybody's gonna be alright. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire. But everybody's gonna be alright. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch a fucker burn. 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 We're gonna riot hard, we're gonna riot long. We're gonna get in tune, we're gonna play our songs. We're gonna thrash around, we're gonna trash it all. We're gonna throw it down, we're gonna power on. We're gonna soldier through, we're gonna throw it off. We're gonna burn it up, we're gonna burn it down. We're gonna get outside, we're gonna get around. We're gonna build it up, then we'll break it down. We're gonna shatter glass, we're gonna shatter sound. We're gonna rage and rage, we're gonna scream and shout. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire. alright. Hey, Sarge, we're gonna light it up and set the world on fire. But everybody's gonna be alright. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch it fucking burn. 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 Hey, Scobic Drive, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. And although you, hey, really, that's crazy. That's crazy, Blue. Thank you, kindly. Thank you, everybody. So the reason why I missed all of last week was because I was sick, and my voice is still a little bit fragile right now. So, oh really? Albert Brooks his actual name is Albert Einstein. Albert Brooks's real name is Albert Einstein, and yeah, Albert Brooks is fucking awesome. That's crazy. Anyway, So just to let you guys, so this is my last song, and for no, a cow says, but I'll be back here tomorrow, and I'll be doing a full 4-hour show tomorrow. On Thursday, we're gonna do a song co-write. I don't know if we'll finish it in the 4 hours, but there's a chance we will. If we don't, then we'll pick it up sometime next week. I'd like to do, if we don't, I'd like to do an evening show. So tomorrow's Thursday's a daytime show. So I'd like to finish it up on an evening show to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to kind of contribute some stuff. So awesome, Blue, right on, man. Yeah, right on. So yeah, and then we're gonna write 2 more songs over the next month, because I'm working on the chat album right now. And I realized, I thought we have written 10 total songs, but one of them is going to be used for my children's album, and the other one has been aborted. I might go back and revivify it because it is a fun song. I just have to go back and listen to it. I don't have the chord charts for it, so I'd have to figure it all out again. But and yes, BioCow, what's that? Hey, in the poopity corn. And hey, that's awesome. That's Sarge. That's fucking great, man. See, it's great, doesn't it? It feels good, right? It gets addictive.
How would you like to buy an round and neat, a nearly perfect circle, tidy and complete?
When the Muppet that he walks out with his jacket and he's like, "Would you like to?" And he opens his jacket up.
That's like peanut.
Fuck you, Blue.
Hazelnut.
God damn it.
Cashew nut. Macadamia nut. That was the one that was sent her into going crazy. She said, "You stop naming nuts. Pine nut. Pistachio nut. Red pistachio nut.
Red pistachio.
Natural, all natural. White pistachio nut."
All right, this is my last one, everybody. I love you all. Thank you, Scrub and Drive. Thank you, man. I'm too afraid to ever try to kill myself. I'm too scared of not being around. But I don't know why I'm holding on so desperately, 'cause nothing is building, instead is tumbling down. I feel like the end of a song, oh, I'm fading out. Certainly once everyone sang along, but the last refrain was oh so long ago, and no one cares for a song gone on too long. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a bacchanal, with fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes. We were fucking unstoppable. So let's say goodbye. Remember me
to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of what used to be.
Ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life.
I know you're done, you've moved on and you left me here. But sometimes when you see me, oh, you smile. And you think to yourself, at least you're still fighting the good fight. But I'm here to say, you can go straight to hell. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be. Thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a bacchanal. With fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes, we were fucking unstoppable. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of what used to be. Burn down. I'll sing it again, I'll sing it out loud. La 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 la. So let's say goodbye. Remember me to your family. Oh, hold on tight to the memory of when we used to be. Thicker than thieves and larger than life, like demigods at a bacchanal. With fire in our hearts and stars in our eyes, we were fucking unstoppable.
All right, right on, guys. Hey, thank you. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Good to see you. Awesome. Well, thank you, guys. So that's my last one for the day. So, like I said, my voice is still kind of pretty haggard. I had more than a week off last week because of due to illness. So my voice is still kind of struggling. I think tomorrow I should be up all set for doing a 4-hour stream. Uno mas. Yeah, alas, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. But Night Attack just went online. But Bryce is still black and white behind the logo. Wait, so is Night Attack? So they're doing. Are they doing 2 shows? They're doing one tonight, and then they're also doing one in San Francisco, or are they actually in San Francisco? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Okay, I see. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Cool. Perfect. All right, well then, cool. Then, yeah, well, that's fine. I normally I would play till they go on, but I do want to protect my voice. So we'll go raid Night Attack, but we'll raid the. So if you guys don't know Night Attack, I love that show. I love those guys. They're awesome. It's Brian Brushwood, who is a magician, but he's also a TV personality and just a genuine sweetheart. And his partner Justin Robert Young, who's a comedian and a pundit, a political pundit. And then their producer Bryce Castillo, and the three of them form together. Form Voltron. And then they become Night Attack, and it's a super fun show, and I've guested on it frequently, and I've written quite a bit of music for them, but I actually wrote their closing lullaby, and so they put on a show every Tuesday, and usually we raid every Tuesday. We raid them kind of when they're actually up and running, but Yeah, potty. Yeah, that's they put a potty mouth funny Voltron is exactly what they form. Form of potty mouth funny Voltron. I'll form the asshole. I'll form the cocaine Mike. I'll form Captain Morgan. All right, so I love you guys. I really do. Let's go raid Night Attack, and then I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, because I know it's a daytime show and a bunch of you can't make it because you're working stiff suckers.
I say peanut.
Motherfucker!
Cashew nut,
Apricot!
macadamia nut.
Bastard.
That was the one that was sent her.
Hey, awesome, Blue. Right on.
Going crazy. She said, "You stop
okay,
naming
yeah.
nuts.
All right, cool. All right.
Pine nut, pistachio nut, red pistachio nut, natural, all natural, white pistachio nut."
Capture this raid call. So I see. I fucking can't capture it.
Right. How would you like to buy an old, round, and neat, a nearly perfect circle, tidy and complete?
All right. Dun 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 be-doot ba-doom be-doot
Nothing. We believe in nothing, Lebowski. Nothing. And tomorrow we come back and we cut off your Johnson.
Tomorrow.
Excuse me?
I
said we cut off your Johnson!
Cut off your Johnson. I love you guys. I'll see you all hopefully very soon. Have a great night. Adios. Tomorrow.